Not as warm as what we've seen last night as temperatures do take a small step backward overnight. No 50s this time around, but 40s. That's a lot closer to average for this time of year. Still above, though, and will stay that way for a little while longer. As we go into your day on Thursday, the cloud cover gradually dissipates. The wind backs off a little bit in many locations, and we get back into the 60s and 70s for high temperatures. We'll talk about the rest of your 7-day forecast coming up in a little bit, but until then, First at 4 starts right now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group. KELOLAND News, First at 4.
Following the latest developments of a house explosion near Humboldt that has now turned deadly.
Plus, a mountain lion spotted in Madison has law enforcement warning people to be careful.
And later, we look at the South Dakota pheasant numbers as thousands of hunters prepare to head into the fields this weekend. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. Just coming into our newsroom, one person has died following a house explosion near Humboldt. Crews were called to the scene about 7 this morning. Minnehaha County Sheriff's Office says 2 other people were taken to the hospital for their injuries.
The names of the victims have not been released yet. We do know that the person who died was a man. Sheriff Mike Milstead says that the explosion could be heard almost 20 miles away. Investigators are still looking for a cause. A man wanted for a double murder in Virginia was arrested this morning at a home in Vermillion, South Dakota. Investigators say that Edward Denoyer shot and killed 2 people and injured another a month ago. He has been on the run ever since. The U.S. Marshals Service says that even offered a $3,000 reward for his arrest. Denoyer is currently being held in the Clay County Jail until he can be taken back to Virginia.
There was an increased police presence at Central High School in Rapid City today following a threatening social media post. Rapid City police determined there was no evidence to tie that threat to any schools in the area. As a precaution, they still stepped up patrols in and around the school today.
Pennington County has seen an increase in burglaries and vehicle thefts over the last few months. That's according to new crime statistics released by the Sheriff's Office. However, investigators say that the main reason for the increase was due to a group in Rapid Valley. Authorities arrested several people connected to the burglaries and vehicle thefts. The new report also says that Pennington County saw a decrease in assaults. The jail average is about 600 inmates, which is about 85% capacity. The Sheriff's Office says that in the care campus, there is a positive increase in people receiving addiction treatment.
Well, our nice fall weather is gone for right now.
The nice fall, warm temperatures that we saw yesterday, gone, yeah.
Adam?
Good news about that, though. If you want that to come back, it does come back. The bad news is, once it is back, it doesn't stick around for very long. We're going to start to get those pushes of chillier air to come around and stick around more and more. What didn't help today was the cloud cover, the northwesterly wind, and in areas east river, especially the rain. This is what we've seen over the last 6 hours for radar estimated rainfall. Not much in a lot of areas, just some spotty rainfall up toward Aberdeen. Sioux Falls getting in on some light showers, but a couple of locations getting measurable rain. Sisseton at 0.06 of an inch. Marshall and Huron a little over a tenth, a little under that toward Mitchell. And this is exactly what we've been keeping an eye on and over the, again, last 6 hours. You've noticed, though, we've had that pinwheeling motion with all of our showers and moving through. Low pressure is centered over Minnesota, so we're going to continue to see this just mosey on through over the next couple of hours. More hit or miss than anything else in many locations, but out toward Huron, for example, over the last hour or so, we've had a little bit more substantial rainfall. That's why they've been able to get over that tenth of an inch mark. In fact, here is the view in Beadle County, 51, but a windy 51. And notice that northerly breeze at 21 miles per hour. That's a sustained wind out there. 56 here in Sioux Falls, 61 for Spencer. A low to mid 60s, though, more prevalent West River, including 62 in Pierre, 64 Rapid City and Pine Ridge, and 57 a little bit cooler in Faith. Notice that wind, though, is going to stay pretty blustery for the rest of the afternoon and into the first part of your night. But the wind gradually calms down, and we also eventually get the scattered showers and the cloud cover to get on out of here. Overnight low temperatures tonight dropping into the 40s with highs for your day tomorrow, getting back to where we were earlier this week. 60s and 70s in southeastern along with northeastern KELOLAND, with a gradual clearing in place. Out west will warm up even more, firmly in the 70s in many locations, and it will still be at least a little bit breezy out there as well. We'll talk about the rest of your 7-day forecast as we head through the hour.
Thanks, Adam. A member of the Nebraska Department of Transportation was hit and killed while cleaning up a road. Authorities say corn mash had spilled into a highway in the southern part of the state. As they were cleaning up, investigators say an SUV lost control and hit a crew member who died at the scene.
It has been an exhausting year for the Animal Rescue League of Iowa. The organization has been dealing with a string of rescues this year, with the most recent one in Carroll County involving 100 dogs living in a filthy trailer. The dogs were brought back to the shelter's main facility in Des Moines, which was already over capacity. And just this year alone, the ARL had rescued hundreds of dogs from a puppy mill and hoarding situations.
It's been unrelenting for the entire year, quite frankly. The numbers are coming in. They're coming in from further away. The dogs are coming in with a few more challenges that we're kind of racking up somewhat to the pandemic.
So we've been able to set up temporary kennels on some of those larger intakes in our facility, in our training center, and then in the meantime, we're working with rescues to transfer out, as well as fosters.
The Animal Rescue League also says that dogs rescued from puppy mills and hoarding situations typically have medical and socialization issues that need to be attended to before they are made available for adoption, and that takes much more time and money.
Mercy One Siouxland held a ribbon cutting for a clinic specializing in internal medicine and pediatrics care in Dakota Dunes. The building is in a shared space with Mercy One's Dakota Dunes Heart and Vascular Center. Dr. Stephen Joyce says the new location makes access much easier for patients.
Accessibility, parking, visibility, things like that were really a challenge, especially for some of the older patients or younger patients with children and things like that. So over the course of the past, probably a couple of years now, we've been trying to put things in motion, trying to move to a more accessible, parking-friendly location. And this location certainly be the perfect place.
The medical facility has been caring for people out of the Dakota Dunes location since October 1st. They're currently accepting new patients.